The Saints aren't making any news. The Falcons continue to sign any Saints player they can find lying around. Everton are going to get relegated. The Pelicans aren't in the NBA playoffs. The NFL draft cannot get here fast enough. Thomas, hit that intro.
Barstool Mincy of Barstool Sports here. I'm good friends with the Saints Happy Hour podcast, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I'm really just friends with Andrew Hughes, so I support him because I feel sorry for him. Good dude, but way too bougie to take seriously when it comes to football.
Sean Payton would have done illegal things. Don't tell me I'm wrong, because you know it's true.
Ralph? If he was an NFL GM, a team would never win a freaking game. Trade this, sign this guy. Awful ideas and armchair quarterbacking, full-blown panic every show.
Marcus Callaway.
With Dave, here's the key. When he talks, just mute or fast forward 5 minutes. Hopefully he's done talking by then and headed back to the bathroom where he seems to eternally live.
Put that freaking clown meme back up that I made. Jesus Christ.
Then Kevin, man, why the hell is he still on the show? He doesn't even watch the damn games, and somehow they keep inviting him.
Budrich wants to know how the doctor's doing.
That ended.
Podcasting poverty, man. Who dat?
Oh! All right, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Saints Happy Hour podcast. New time, new day, same mediocre quality.
You all right?
We are live on Twitch. If you aren't, follow us on Twitch. And remember to subscribe to Saints Happy Hour wherever you get your podcasts. Smash that like button on YouTube. Also, become an annual patron on patreon.com/Saints Happy Hour and get 2 months for free. We still have the limited edition Boys Are Back Cup as a gift for any new annual patrons at any level. So, our off-season MVP contest, Thomas has reminded me all week, ends tonight. Anyone who donates any amount during the show gets entered into one of our drawings tonight to get one of 2 Saints Survival mugs for the 2023 season. Lord knows you're going to need them. The person who donates the most tonight gets the final spot entered into our drawing to do their own mock Saints draft with us on their own daily episode of the pod. And the person who donates the most each week over the course of the contest gets to have a 30-second video of themselves giving their Saints hot take. Oh, I messed that completely up. I'm sorry, Thomas.
Hot cakes?
Thomas,
Hot
do we
cakes.
have an MVP leader for this episode already? God, I butchered that badly.
Yeah, we do. Guess who's back? Tiger Saint is in the lead with 2,800 bits. Holy cow.
Guess who's back again. I'm a little disappointed you guys haven't mentioned how tan I look.
You do look tan. You took like a 4-week vacation.
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah, you guys like my tennis tan right here? Check that out. You see,
South Carolina.
that's Ralph and Kevin skin tone right there. And
That's right.
This is
Yeah, that's Jude's skin tone right there.
Yeah, that's
There we go.
right.
Very nice.
It's a bougie. That's most people call it a farmer's tan, but if you're bougie, it's a tennis tan.
yeah. So Dave's not here, so he's not officially
Dave.
drinking. So I'm drinking. I'm drinking a
Dave,
Devil's Backbone Vienna Lager beer.
peek behind the curtain. It's Dave's turn to do his mock draft. He texted us this long text about, I got it ready. I got Thomas doing extra stuff. I'm coming in hot. What he meant to say is, I'm coming in late.
Yeah.
And
he also said that he might be playing golf with Deuce McAllister.
Yeah,
so
he might be.
that's check 1 for the bougie meter.
yeah, that's right.
Dave vaults back in front.
Bucket. Carriello bucket list item.
Yeah.
I'm drinking
Because I'm a
Shiner
small
strawberry.
2,000 square foot shop.
That's right. We need play instead of Where's Waldo, Where's Dave?
Any throat coating this evening, Kevin?
No, but I mean, I can go fire that up. In fact, I will go fire up the throat coat. I'll go fire up the throat coat because something tells me that when Dave comes back or logs in to this,
You're gonna wish you had it.
The show.
Yeah.
He's gonna wish that he was here on time
Yeah.
to get it from all 3 sides.
That's right. There's no Saints news really to speak of just guys coming in for visits for like draft picks, doing their draft visits. But one thing kind of did happen. I was reminded that the Foster Moreau signing, it was a done deal. Like he was going to be a Saint except for the cancer thing, right, Juge? Like it was wrapped up. Like the physical was, we got the contract, we agree, let's just do this physical, we'll get that out of the way, sign. And then he got freaking cancer. You know, like it made me sad. Like the cancer's sad enough, but it made it a little even sadder because I was like, I didn't realize that it was a done deal. Like he was going to be a Saint.
I can't remember if I said this on the show or not, but you know, it's very rare that I know something before Nick Underhill does.
That's right.
And a lot of times I'll text him and be like, "Hey, are you hearing this too?" And most of the time he's like, "Yep, already reported it," you know, or something like that. But I did ask him about Foster Moreau, and he was like, "No, I haven't heard anything." And I had heard that it was a done deal, that he was coming in to sign his physical. So I think I had texted you, Ralph, and I said, they got him. Like Foster Moreau's coming. And then like I think I even maybe put it in our Discord. And then the next day, or you know, a day or two later,
it still hadn't happened.
Diagnosis came out. Yeah, it hadn't happened. And then maybe like a day after that, Foster Moreau announced it. But what we later learned was that he was there. He was ready to sign. He was there for his physical. Yeah. And this popped up on the test, and they were like, "Hang on a second, you need to get this looked at." And it played out the way it did. So There's been rumors more recently that he might sign with the Saints and just go on like an NFL inactive list because apparently his prognosis is very good. And he's kind of thinking like, I may come back to football sooner than I thought. And if he starts on the inactive list, maybe he could join the Saints like in the second half of the season or something. So I don't know. That might be premature, but I wouldn't rule out Moreau coming to the Saints completely.
Well, James Conner, former Steeler running back, current Cardinal running back, I think, he got the same kind of cancer.
Yeah.
And he got diagnosed December 2015, and he was back during the 2016 season. So, like, it's possible. And you're talking about an athlete that's in peak physical condition, you know? So
I just don't know what his treatment is like. And, you know, for a tight end to lose a bunch of weight, I think that just makes it tough.
Oh, great.
So we'll have to see.
Thanks, Dave. Just showing up,
Dave, so nice of you to grace us with your presence.
Just hang on, wait till we see your leisure.
Wait till we see his face, then give it to him.
We should ask him.
It could be somebody hacking his device.
It would be great.
This is the most beautiful. This is the most beautiful Dave has ever looked.
Thanks, Dave.
In this on
the night of your mock draft, just
never mind. I take it all back.
Like your Norm in Cheers. Nice, thank you.
Okay, wait, are you talking to me?
Yeah,
with laggy webcam. With laggy webcam.
I'm here. I am here. I'm ready to go. What are we talking about?
I thought Dave's internet was fixed. What happened to that?
His
internet is as bad as it's ever been.
In a can.
He lied. He's frozen.
He's frozen caveman lawyer.
Yeah, what was all this like? I got fiber installed in my neighborhood.
What are we doing?
He got fiber installed in his body because he's the shits. It's just
it's fine. Just it takes. Look, it's like your mom's libido. It takes a little bit to get going and warm up, but once she's purring, it's good.
Once it gets going, the kids start popping out left.
What?
That's right. All right, I think we're good.
So Thomas, while Dave's internet gets going,
no,
we're good. 1975 Chevy truck.
Are you sure you're good, Dave? Because your internet.
Give us a donation update, Thomas.
What did I miss?
Okay, so we had a new donation from Tiger saying he gave us 100 bits, but he is still in the lead with 2,900 bits.
Yeah. The only thing I want to touch, the only thing to touch on really is I just want to tease that if you're not a patron, you should be a patron because I recorded 2 podcasts with Kevin last week. He did draft day risers on offense and defense. Kevin was like on it with data and numbers and players. Those podcasts, they're like 20 minutes long. They're amazing. So before we get to Dave's mock draft,
it's not my mock draft. It's Mickey Loomis's mock draft.
It's Mickey Loomis. It's what Dave believes Mickey Loomis is going to do.
No, this is
accurate.
Thursday, right?
This is okay. Thomas is on this podcast right now. Thomas is the only one who knows what I've done as far as my mock draft. Thomas, would you agree that this is
accurate, man? Yeah.
Yeah, this is like if you typed into ChatGPT, what would Mickey Loomis do in a draft? I think I pumped out exactly what ChatGPT would give you.
So
I agree.
My question, Andrew, to you is:
wait, is Dave drinking? Do I need to stop?
I am definitely drinking.
What are you drinking?
I said, did you not hear me earlier when I first came?
No, your internet was dead.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to catch up. I'm drinking Ghost in the Machine in a can.
Wow.
Right here. There you go.
Classic.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Andrew, as we're a week and 2 days out, so 9 days out from the Saints drafting, you have been texting me about Foskey Bear and all these other players. What is your sense of? I'm not going to ask you to predict who the Saints are because we don't know. At pick 29, it could be anyone, right? Except maybe
there's like a dozen dudes. It could be.
It's like a dozen dudes, but
and even then they'll take Peyton Turner and surprise us.
That's right.
Yeah.
But if knowing your sources and who you talk to, if you said to Mickey Loomis right now, Mickey, what do you want realistically to happen? What do you think his answer would be? At 29, you don't have to give me the whole.
I mean, I can't help but think that Dalton Kincaid and/or Bijan Robinson falling enough that they would be within striking distance to trade up several picks to get them is kind of the ideal scenario.
Oh my God! The Saints trading up for Bijan Robinson would be Mickey Loomis. It would be his Mona Lisa, but it would be the taking a dump version of the Mona Lisa on the Nerds. And I did that question, Dave, because you have been just talking enormous amounts of crap on our group text about how your draft is so perfect. It's what Mickey Loomis is going to do. I've got everything right. You know, your draft.
Wait a minute.
Your draft was a joke. Kevin draft annoyed everyone, and my draft is perfect. I'm coming in hot. Like so you believe
I'm the best. You're the worst. I'm good looking. You're not very attractive.
The mind of Mickey Loomis and created the perfect Mickey Loomis draft.
Yeah. Wait. What was the question?
That's the question. You believe that in your heart. You've created the perfect Mickey Loomis draft.
Yeah. So again, like I said, if AI, if you were able to put in all of the drafts from all of history into AI. I think it would spit this out. Yeah, absolutely. I think you touched your cord, Ralph, so now we can't hear you. So now the whole podcast is ruined.
Yeah, the whole podcast is So don't touch it. Don't touch it, Ralph.
Get the show rolling, Thomas, with pick one.
Already you want to announce the pick?
No, just
I'm ready to go to bed, man.
We don't have time to screw around here.
I'm not in any rush at all. Take your time, Thomas. I just got here.
Pick 29. You know how we do it. He's on the clock. Who's available? That sort of thing. Or Dave.
Oh God, the Green Wave draft. He's totally taking Tulane guys. He is absolutely taking Tulane guys.
Okay. Thomas, we didn't even.
I hate this draft.
So you didn't trade up, Dave. So
I haven't seen a single pick, and I already hate it.
I love
Dave,
this.
you didn't trade up. That's strike one against the Mickey Loomis draft. Please.
Thomas, this is great. Wait, hold on. What are you doing? Oh, good night. I love you. Good night.
Oh,
good night, Irene.
Good night. Wait, close this door. Okay, thank you. All right. That was a horrible time.
He's putting.
She came for the draft.
He puts his kids to bed, and then he's going to put the rest of us to sleep with this nonsense he's about to unleash.
All right, well, Thomas is throwing you guys for a little loop here because everything is not as it appears.
What do you mean, man? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and again, I will say that
October says, "Come back and watch your dad embarrass himself."
I mean, he can watch this on YouTube later in the week, so
yeah, or later in your life. Later in your life.
Special for you. That's a great line. Good.
And so again, just reiterating, I did this draft, and I'm being dead serious. My mindset going into this draft, because I don't know all the prospects, I don't know as much as Kevin knows. I haven't done 1,000,001 mock drafts, so I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this draft the way that I thought Mickey would do this draft. So.
Hold on a sec. I feel like the statement, you need to timestamp, I don't know what Kevin knows. I think that Thomas. I think that needs to be captured and reused
hey, Tomas,
frequently.
check the timestamp on this in perpetuity.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So with the 29th pick. Well, actually, wait. I'm sorry. There's been a trade.
Cool. There we go.
This is feeling pretty Loomisy. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. And I also want to say that, Ralph, you just said, how could this be a Loomis draft if you didn't even trade and you stayed put at 29? Right. So there you go. I've already addressed one of your issues with my draft. Okay, strike one. And we traded with the Seahawks. One. I know that what's his face, the Pete Carroll. He likes
Schneider. That's right. They like to trade down.
Joe Schneider
likes to accumulate picks. So I thought this was very real. I thought this was very believable. Yeah. So the Saints.
He also thinks 9/11 was an inside job, but I digress.
Well, that's
right.
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Prove that.
But trade ups melt Kevin's heart.
That's right.
Turn it to stone.
So the Saints have traded up.
That's no conspiracy.
The Saints have traded up to number 20, and again, it's not a huge, again, this is real. This is realistic. It's not like we're trading up to number 3 here.
It's realistic.
So Saints trade up to number 20 with the Seahawks. They give up their 29th pick, so they've traded up 9 spots. In addition to that, they give up their 3rd round pick, number 71, which was
good value on the trade chart by you, Dave.
I'm not gonna lie. This is eerily realistic.
This is
here we go. You're on board. Everybody's on board.
Disgustingly possible.
Everybody's on board so far.
This is disgustingly possible.
Okay.
I've been making a joke on the Gus Kattengill show that I'm on every Wednesday. I've been making the same joke for a month that everyone needs to say their goodbyes to the 71st pick like it's a girlfriend and she's going off to college and you might never see her again.
That's right.
So this draft, if Dave gets this correct, I'll be very upset. If he nails this, Kevin, I'll be so mad. Not just because the Saints will have traded up again and broken you and mine hearts.
All right, so Dave, you're turning in just 2 picks now, just 20 and 40, right? That's it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless something else happens, we'll see.
Unless you move up again,
you never know, man.
You never know.
For me, a guy like me with a 5:30 a.m. wake up call tomorrow, I like this draft, Dave.
Well, I gotta say, like, as much as I hate trading up and losing the 3rd round pick, it's a mini miracle that 40 is still on the board. 40 being untouched is the real win here.
So
I mean, Dave only gave up 71 to move up, and 40 is.
I hate all of you. I hate all of you.
Well, Kevin,
Dave can't even hide his glee right now. There's something else going on here. There's something else that's going to happen. We're going to get 20, and then Dave's going to say, hang on, don't even advance the plot.
Oh, my God.
I've already traded pick 40 and a bunch of other things to get back into the first round, and we're done on night 1.
Dave, we're back at 29.
I need a ruling from Preston Ellis if I've been nice to Kevin on enough shows to where I can start being mean to him again.
Dave, if you gave away the 2024 first, I will reach through Al Gore's internet and I will slap your bald head. You better not have given away the 2024 first.
All right. Well, do we want to make the announcement, Thomas?
We'll just do the available players.
All right. Wait. Which Tulane player did you pick? Did you go Tyjae Spears, 20th overall?
Okay.
Ooh. So. Dalton Kincaid is there, baby.
Oh, yeah. We like him right at tight end from Notre Dame.
That's who I would pick. That's who.
Oh, no, tight end. No, sorry, from Utah.
Utah.
No, his Raz.
No Raz.
Yeah, he has got no Raz.
Didn't he have like a back injury or something that just got cleared? Doesn't he have like back and foot and neck injury? Like He's like a chiropractor's dream, Kevin. Like, isn't something horribly wrong with his spine or something?
Guys, remember to say every available player for audio listeners.
So you got...
All right, so then
you touch the cable. You touch the cable.
You got
Not everybody at once.
Don't touch it, Ralph.
The
Stop
defensive
touching
tackle
it.
from Pitt. He had a 9.6 RAS. Tight end Dalton Kincaid out of Utah, no RAS. Also with not a no RAS, a 10 RAS. Cornerback Deontay Banks of your Maryland Terps. Brian Branch, Terps. Brian Branch, safety out of Alabama, 5.27 RAS.
Ugh.
And then out of Tumoe, out of Bayor.
Can we please make Ralph say that? Can we please have Ralph pronounce that? I'm sorry, Kevin. I'm going to need the expert of the show to pronounce this, the linguistic expert.
Adabada, the Saints better not draft him. That's who that guy is. That's who that guy is.
20 is too high. 20 is too high for the fella from Northwestern.
Yeah, he's got too many.
Well, Kevin, I'm glad that you mentioned that. Because that's exactly who we're going to take. Because that's what the fucking Saints would do. They would take the defensive end way out of position. They would trade up to get him as if some other team was going to grab him. He's got the 9.7.
So you're announcing the pick? Thomas isn't announcing the picks? Is that how
it's announced? It's announced. It was too good. Kevin set me up. It was too good. It was too good. Announce it. But I've also had Thomas cue up the actual pronunciation of his name so we make sure that we get it correct.
Come on, let me announce the pick.
I can't believe we traded up and passed on Dalton Kincaid. My God.
I know.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Do you remember 2 years ago when you said, I can't believe we traded up and drafted Peyton Turner? And do you remember the year before that or 2 years before that when you said, I can't believe we traded up and drafted Marcus Davenport? Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
I remember that.
Yeah. Right. So guess what? Third time's the charm.
There goes his internet.
He freezes up.
Great freeze, guys. I'm gonna announce
Thomas, save that picture of Dave.
We go. Let's do this.
The 20th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Adetomiwa Adebawore, edge rusher from Northwestern.
Oh my God. He's 6'2". He doesn't even meet their minimum requirements for height.
He's got a 9.7 whatever RAS. He meets all the requirements for RAS. That's all you need to know.
Basically, he's going to be an outside linebacker.
Look, I'm not going to BS you. I don't know anything about this guy, and that's why you need to know about him now. Because when the Saints draft him in the first round and they trade up to do so, now you can consider yourself educated. This is happening. This right here, this guy is going to be in black and gold next year. Freaking book it. Book it.
Guys, I'm not going to lie. It moved a little, and these highlights, Peyton Turner's Houston highlights, don't have shit on this.
Dude, Dave has angered the people in the chat in a way that I've never seen. It's just 4-letter bombs everywhere. And I think, you know what it is, Dave?
This is
it's too real. It's too real.
Exactly.
It's too real for us.
It's too real. It's like, yeah.
Listen, when all four of these, I want all of you assholes watching this and listening to this to remember, when all 4 of ours are done and you got to vote, who had the best draft? I want you to remember, this guy right here got you extra picks in 2024 and 2025 going forward, and that way there won't even have to be any more trade-ups for the next 2 years. Or trade-ups or trade-downs. I have restocked the pantry, and these clowns are giving away the store lease. Unbelievable.
Dr. Reed arms, though, Kevin.
T-shirt business.
That's not realistic. Okay, I'm a small 2,000 square foot shop, and I don't know how that applies here. I don't want to be too dirty. I'm just gonna say, like, this mock draft, this simulation that we're doing here now today, this is the lube for your draft day. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, prepare yourselves. And like, you're all
And don't be
you're
surprised.
all in the chat. Exactly. And I'm just saying, you're all in the chat right now. You're dropping all these F-bombs. You're all upset, whatever. Like,
We know it's coming.
Yes. No. What I'm saying is like, on draft day, these F-bombs will all of a sudden, just like Andrew and Ralph, it'll be like, well, I don't know. You'll start talking yourselves into it. Oh, I don't know.
I can't talk myself into somebody's name I can't pronounce, Dave.
Did you hear Andrew? He said it moved a little bit. He was already getting excited. Like, Andrew's already talked himself into it. Andrew's already talked himself into the actual 2023 New Orleans Saints draft.
My initial reaction.
He's getting a head start.
My initial reaction to Peyton Turner being selected, Thomas, I don't know if you can drop my face when we immediately drafted Peyton Turner. I don't know if you have that.
It's
the
perfect. It was perfect then. It's perfect now.
I was just going to say that applied perfectly to how he has played out. So
Kevin,
but he's talking about the lube here. He's talking about the lube here for draft night. If this is the lube, we're all going to get taken to town by the taco toy, and it ain't going to be pleasant.
If this draft is sexual assault, we're going to get a venereal disease too. This is horrible. This is horrible. Dave,
you're saying that now, but I'm just saying, like, draft night.
Kevin, what's this guy rated?
We're doing the post-pick draft, and it's all going to be sunshine and rainbows from you guys. No. Oh, this guy's great. I
won't give you the satisfaction. I won't give you this. Cariello, I won't give you the satisfaction.
Oh, he called me by my last name.
Guys, remind me, this is completely unrelated to Saints football or this draft, but I have a story. Just remind me to tell it before the show's over.
Okay. Kevin, where's this guy? People say I should just call him A-Man for short. So where's this guy rated? Like, did Dave pick him like a round or two too high?
Way high.
Hang on. Let me pull up the big board here because I just had to post a mock draft that I ran. Yeah. So let's see. So defensive and
edge.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, okay, and
PFF has him ranked. PFF has him ranked 41st.
Oh, yeah.
So the mock draft simulator, let me get back into there.
All of this smells like the Saints.
It smells all right.
It reeks of the Saints. It just reeks of it. My God.
It definitely reeks, pal.
There's a live look at my reaction of Peyton Turner and this pick.
Yeah.
And then average draft position, also 41.
You should probably just leave that, Thomas, for the rest of the show.
So
seems like he has.
They could just wait to pick 40 and take this guy.
Yeah, we've said that. No. That's exactly what we have said for the last 3 draft nights. We have said that exact same thing. We said they could have taken somebody else and then taken Peyton Turner with the next pick, but they didn't. They traded up to get the guy that they could have gotten in the 3rd freaking round. Okay, this is happening. Lube up.
We're gonna get some dumbass shit where like some report will be leaked that like, oh, the Saints got some intel that the Chiefs were about to take him.
Yeah,
no, they freaking weren't.
They weren't.
Like Green Bay was gonna take Onyemata. We had to move up.
I'm starting to wonder if the NFL is like, hey, leak that we're about to take this guy at 80. Let's see if the Saints take him. Leak that the 97th best prospect in the draft. Like, leak that we're going to take him at 22. Let's see what the Saints do.
Tiger Saint speaks for all of us. He says this draft is diarrhea. Cha cha cha.
But don't let us stop you, Dave. Please keep going.
Okay. All right. It's about time. Let's keep
Dave, did you pick this guy because he was? Did you specifically take him because you thought? Did you look for a guy when you traded up? You're like, I gotta pick a guy.
No,
I gotta pick a guy.
I'm sorry, Ralph. Which guy?
Yeah.
Sorry. Which guy was it?
Okay.
Adebajuda. I don't know. I'll learn his name. Thomas, say it again. Let me hear it. Let me hear it phonetically one more time.
Adetameva de Bare.
Mm-hmm. The bar, right? So Adetameda like that is a nightmare.
I have to admit that I did not choose him because I knew this would be hysterical comedy fodder for the podcast. I mean, I did know that was going to be the case, but I picked him because he was in the right enough area where he's a reach at 20.
He was in the cloud. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's
absolutely a reach.
He's a reach at 20, and he not a ridiculous reach. It's not like I'm drafting some guy. No. I'm saying like it's not like I'm drafting like a sixth, like Dorian Williams or somebody who's projected to go in the 6th round or something like
Peyton
that.
Turner.
Well, yeah. I'm impressed that Ralph is so resigned. He's already got a fathead of him on his wall.
But also because he's at a position of need and a position that the Saints always kind of draft in the 1st round. So
you could have had the Terp. The Saints also need cornerback help.
No, and also because of his RAS score. No, we don't. This is Peyton
Turtles.
Turner.
We don't draft turtles.
Yeah. Anyway, so but obviously the name thing that was the
cherry on top of
that was Lanyap
Sunday that you built.
Yeah, that was like, and he's got a name that Ralph was never going to pronounce. This is perfect. This just could not be.
Man, I think you agree. If we draft this guy, it's mandatory he change his name to something Ralph can pronounce.
Yeah, that's right.
October says we are in Salem, Mass. in 1692, and he's accusing Dave of being a witch.
That's right.
I support it.
Because I can see the future.
That's right.
All right. So anyway, so we don't have a 3rd round pick, so we only have our 2nd round pick, so we're still picking at number 40. And
here's the thing though.
Don't mess us up,
Dave. Before we get to that, I have to say I kind of either want the Saints to have the miracle trade down so we can be excited for Kevin, or I kind of want this to happen so you can take the most disgusting, obnoxious victory lap in the history of this podcast. I want one of those two things, but get to pick 40.
All right. So we're not trading up. We're not trading down. We're staying put at 40. Let's see who's available, Thomas.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got Tanner McKee from Stanford, the quarterback. We've got Dion Henley, linebacker.
End of the Innocents is a great record.
That's Hemley, though. I think
love the Eagles.
Henley, yeah.
That is a good song from Washington State. We've got Cam Smith from USC, South Carolina. Razgod 9.68 cornerback. We've got North Carolina Josh Downs, wide receiver, 8.99. And then we've got Ralph. What's this guy's name?
Tupelo?
What? Tupelo, Mississippi. Defensive end from this is from
bookends that
USC.
I can never.
He has no RAS score. Anyway, who do you guys like here?
Cam Smith.
Yeah.
We're getting another corner in the 2nd round again. We're doing this again. God.
Was Cam Smith available?
I actually would hate Tajay Spears here less than these dudes.
Really? You don't want a cornerback?
No.
I mean,
don't worry, Juge. You ain't taking him.
He's a RAS god.
Yeah.
The Henley guy, Kevin, what's his RAS?
8.07.
There's probably some dude with a 10 RAS that Dave's about to pick that's nowhere near here.
Actually, I was actually surprised that Thomas put Atadamu on the board. I thought we were going to surprise everybody and just.
Was the Iowa linebacker with the 999 RAS available?
Jack Campbell?
Yeah,
he had to be. He's gone by now. Maybe. Jack Campbell ain't anywhere around by pick 40. Jack Campbell is barely there at 29.
29.
He's gone by 29. Jack Campbell is typically gone.
He's like
early 20s.
He's like gone. Deluxe Caden Ellis, though. His highlights are amazing.
All right, so what's the pick, Dave?
What's the
What'd you
pick,
give?
Dave?
Disappoint us again.
All right. So most of you guys want Cam Smith. Andrew does not want Cam.
Let me announce it.
That's right.
Yeah, let the commish go.
You can.
The 40th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Cam Smith, cornerback from South Carolina.
This
Let me
draft.
tell you something. I was so prepared. I was waiting for you
I know
to
you
be
were. I know you were.
to be an asshole and pick Josh Downs, and I was going to come flying out of nowhere and
Kevin,
crash into that closet and brain you with a steel folding chair.
I know, but the problem is that
He deserves that anyway.
this
really
isn't about me. This isn't my draft. This is Mickey Loomis's draft.
You
He's
are
capable
making the picks.
for Mickey Loomis on behalf of Mickey Loomis.
Don't try to.
Don't hide behind that.
avoid
Don't hide behind
Yeah,
that.
Kevin, just tell everybody you love this pick.
I do love this pick.
That's what I wanted
That's
to
a
hear.
good pick. Of the
Exactly.
options that were there, Cam
Exactly.
Smith was the best option. It
Exactly.
fills a need. You didn't have to trade up for it. You didn't have to trade down for it. Cam Smith
Right.
is sometimes
welcome.
gone by pick 40.
Yeah,
So the fact that he was still there at 40.
The thing I could see about this playing out, and this feels realistic again, is that number
Yes.
one,
Preach
you've
it.
got Lattimore, you've got a Debo, you've got Alante Taylor, and so we're looking at the Saints cornerback depth chart. We're like, no, don't take a cornerback. Certainly, they're not going to do that. And like Dennis Allen's going to go to the podium, and he's like, I'm going to tell you, we're excited. Our defense got better today, and we're like, that would be the most Dennis Allen thing ever to get
Right.
Derek Carr as your new quarterback and be like, sorry, Derek, like we're not going to help you out in the draft. Sorry, bro.
You're on your own, buddy.
Yep.
It's not like these were the
we're
only
gonna
two
trade
picks they
up.
had.
And our first and second picks, we're not going to have a third. And our first and second are both going to be defensive players.
Yeah.
Sorry, Derek. Sorry, Derek.
Here's the thing, Derek Carr, between the Saints not getting him any help next week and his power going out in New Orleans this week, he's going to question every decision he's made this offseason. He's going to be like, man.
Did you guys see on Twitter that he was asking about the water boil?
Yeah.
the boil water advisor. All right, I got
You're a
few
real
things to
New
say about it.
Orleanian now,
First of all,
Derek.
yeah, no, that was hilarious. That was very funny. He didn't get a boil water advisory. He lives in Metairie. He doesn't live in Orleans Parish, so he doesn't have to deal with half of the bullshit that people in Orleans Parish has to. I know where he lives. I don't know his exact address, but I know the general.
We know where you
I know
live,
the
Derek.
general whereabouts, and I
It's a
can't
little
believe.
disconcerting, Dave.
Well, no, it's not.
October says Derek Carr with
in.
instant regret.
And I can't believe that I can't believe that house he bought didn't come with. I guess he said the generator hadn't been hooked up yet.
Right. He was still waiting for the generator to get locked and loaded.
He's going to be waiting for the
I don't
generator
understand.
like he's waiting for offensive help.
I don't
in this
understand
draft.
that. I would assume that any house in his neighborhood would have a
think.
whole home generator already attached
I would
to
think
it.
the
How
Saints
does that
would have
work?
a new quarterback too.
If your generators in New Orleans are propane or fuel,
No,
like are those buried underground? What do they do?
We have a whole home generator for our house. It's tied into your natural gas line. So
Dave,
so even when the power is out, whatever, Cox is out, internet is out, whatever, the gas is all underground, and that never goes out.
October
Yeah, see, I don't have a natural gas line, so I have a propane tank buried in the yard.
Octoberus wants to know, Dave, do you drive by Derek Carr's house once a day in a white unmarked van?
No, I don't know exactly where he lives. I was told he bought a house in Metairie Club.
I do know exactly where Mickey Loomis lives.
Yeah,
On the golf course.
I'll say
a lot
that
of Mercedes parked out front. A lot of Mercedes.
Mickey and Derek live in the same neighborhood.
This is number one bullshit.
All right, so that's it. So there's no third round.
That's it.
That's your draft.
Yeah, that's your draft. And again, sticking with the realistic theme here, you had 3 rounds and you got 2 picks out of it. All very realistic.
I can't believe 40 was unblemished. I can't believe.
I can't either.
This is ugly. This is hideous. This is absolutely hideous.
More hideous than mine, where I traded up and burned the 2024 first to get Jalen Carter.
I can't wait till this hits. Exactly. It's going to hit exactly.
I feel like I need to do like just let the board come to me draft, which absolutely won't happen, but at least we'll get our listeners excited about the possibility.
That's right. By the time all four of us have gone, we will have covered every scenario.
Yeah.
All Jude has to do is not trade any of the picks,
right?
And basically not miss the layup. And he'll claim victory on this again.
Somebody in the chat said, "This is sadness. I feel worse for the Saints than Foster Moreau, and that is saying something." Here's the thing, Dave.
I'll say something about Foster Moreau. I think Foster Moreau is going to be fine. I saw his dad actually on Friday. Everybody's high spirits. I think Foster is going to be back to playing football sooner rather than later. I'm being dead serious. And honestly, I think when he does come back, I think he would like to play for the Saints.
Well,
I already said all that. But
Andrew already broke the news that like the contract was done. If you'd be on time, Dave, you would know that. Yeah, I want everyone to answer this before we get to announcing, before we get to questions, and take it to the top. Kevin,
then I'll say this: I have separate sources from Jude, so that's double confirmation. So there you go. Fucking lock that in, because I had no idea Jude said any of that. So there you go.
No, because you weren't on time.
Oh wait! Oh, that's the breaking news.
Breaking news,
guys! I've got breaking news. The Saints number. Yep, there you go. There it is from Ian Rappaport. Saints first round draft pick, Adetomama Adebayor. He got injured while watching film during OTAs. He's going to miss the first 8 to 10 weeks of the season. More realistic scenario, he's going to play 1 to 2 games this season. It's going to be brutal, guys. I'm sorry.
Here's my question.
And thus ends my realistic Saints mock draft.
I love how this fake tweet ends with just brutal. That's brutal. That's so rap sheet. That's the most rap sheet tweet ever.
Extra meat and cheese for you, Thomas. Good job.
This draft, Kevin, is a hate crime.
I forgot about the breaking news.
It's a hate crime against me and you with dreams of trading down. But the more I look at the draft, and I want everybody to answer this, and then we'll get on to.
You traded up. Don't act like you're on my side.
But I can't help myself. I'm like an addict, Kevin. I want to do the first round pick.
Your draft was a war crime.
It was worse.
I wanted to do the right thing, Kevin, but I can't.
Ralph is throwing shade at Dave, and he gave up the 2024 first, which will probably be the 7th pick overall.
But here's my defense. Dave should know better. Here's my question. I want all of you to answer. Clearly, our trade down dreams are just fantasy. What is a realistic hope? How scared, on a scale of 1 to 10, how scared are you that Dave's draft is wrong and I'm correct and the 2024 first is in play? I want everybody to answer. Dave, scale of 1 to 10, 10 being petrified. How afraid are you that the Saints 2024 first is in play next Thursday?
Okay, before I answer this, I just want to say that means you're conceding the fact that your draft is a worse scenario than my draft.
Oh, it probably is. But I love Jalen Carter. He's good. And he's so Saintsy because he's fat and out of shape and he's from Georgia. Perfect.
I just want to say, like, that the way you're asking this question would suggest that you feel like your draft is way worse than my scenario and my.
I mean, Kevin called it a war crime. He's not that far off. It's the Henry Kissinger of drafts.
But anyway, what would I rate
the Saints' fear of the 2024 first being in play?
Oh, how do I think it's likely? Is that what you're asking?
How are you not understanding this? 1 to 10, 10 being petrified.
No.
How worried are you that the pick will be traded?
I didn't forget
2024 first. How are you having so much trouble with this?
I didn't forget the 1 to 10 scale. I forgot what the actual question was because I got distracted and I asked Ralph a follow-up question and I got distracted by his original question.
What's the number?
I would be, how petrified do I think? 7? No. There's 2 questions here.
Jesus.
I think that
God,
I would be 10
You are
No, stop.
insufferable.
No, stop. I'm 10 petrified that if they actually did it. I am 7 convinced that they actually would do it.
Kevin, please be quicker than that when you answer this.
I don't even understand what he just said.
There's 2 questions.
Please don't ask him to clarify.
On a scale of 1 to I'm thinking of 2 things. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely do you think it is that the Saints would do what Ralph suggested?
That's it.
And no, that wasn't the question. Your question was how petrified would you be if they did that?
No,
okay? And that's a stupid question.
That's not what he asked.
Yes,
I asked you on a scale of 1 to 10. How petrified are you that you think it's going to happen?
Your scenario or Dave's scenario?
I don't know. Whatever scenario you want. I just want to move.
I am more scared. I'm more scared of your scenario happening than Dave's, but yours is a war crime.
It is.
Dave's is Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Both equally bad. It just depends on what you want to debate is worse.
My answer, I'm going to make this simple and easy for you, Ralph. My answer is 11.
Oh my God. See, that scares me because Juge has got the sources. I'm scared. Now the joking turned serious when Juge cranked it up to 11.
Things just got dark.
Things did get dark. Thomas, give us an update on the MVP content. MVP.
No new donations, so Tiger Saint is still in the lead with 2,900 bits.
Donate to last chance. And you get to do a full 7-round mock with us. Like, it's amazing.
Better than Dave's.
Before the draft next Thursday. Jesus, it better be better than Dave's. I want to remind everybody they can still sub for free with Prime every month. If you have Amazon Prime, you can use it on Twitch to subscribe to Saints Happy Hour for free, not just once, every month. Doesn't cost you a dime, and it helps support the show. You should do it. Thomas, hit that music. It's time to take us to the top.
I just want to go on record that you guys are all both saying that 1, you think my draft is realistic, and 2, my draft is terrible. I just want.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I just want that.
And also you took no Tulane players, which
I hate you for putting that out into the atmosphere, Dave.
I mean, I like that you took no Tulane players, but you should be ashamed.
I'm terrible.
I'm not here to make a mockery of this podcast and soil the good name of Saints Happy Hour.
Thomas, hit the music. Finger guns. So, Thomas, what do you got for us first up?
All right, first question from Budrich. He asks, do you prefer your first-round prospects to be in attendance at the NFL draft or be with family and close friends at a party?
Which one did Marcus Davenport do? And whatever the answer is, I want the opposite of that.
He was probably at home with family because he wasn't expecting to be.
No, he was in attendance. He was in attendance.
He was in attendance?
Yeah.
Home with family.
Yeah. I like it.
Final answer.
Thomas? Final answer. What's next, Thomas?
I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold on. I'm not taking you with me.
Next.
This podcast is put this one in the vault. The time capsule, Thomas.
Next
Disney
question.
vault.
Next question from Jason Champagne, who's in the chat. He asks, if we don't draft a running back, would you be okay with bringing Fournette home?
I mean,
I guess. Yeah, I probably would.
Sure.
I probably would.
Sure. I mean, just, you know what, Jason? Just wait and just you don't need Fournette until Kamara gets suspended. Camaro gets suspended on a Monday, sign Fournette on a Tuesday. So you bring Fournette in like mid-October, but you don't need just let him rest, just let him hang out, do what he needs to do.
Sometimes you just need a guy to have 13 carries for 40 yards, or 13 carries for 39 yards.
What?
And he just takes the beating so other guys don't get injured.
What is Kajana Carter doing?
Yeah,
Where's Tim Hightower?
You went there.
I mean,
wow.
Mark Ingram. I mean, I'd rather. Well, Mark Ingram.
No, I would rather Fournette than Mark Ingram. Straight up.
That's only because Dave went to the bathroom, man.
That's right.
That's what you said.
Yeah. Don't tell him I said that.
Next question.
It'll be our little secret.
Where's the question?
Oh, the next question, or are we waiting? Or are we trying to be polite for Dave here?
No.
Okay, next question. Badrich again asks, if you were drafting a receiver for the Saints, would you rather get a receiver to boot Traquan from the team or a returner to give more receiver snaps to Rashido? You cannot say both.
By Traquan.
Traquan from the team or a returner to give.
I would rather get a returner. And
what?
See what? Yeah,
So
I would rather get a returner and see what.
You're good running it back with Traquan. You want to see that again?
I mean, you're basically in this scenario. You're basically upgrading Shaheed and then just making him your exclusive returner. Yeah, I like that.
No. I'm saying I would like to see Rashid Shaheed as more of a every down receiver.
No. I'd rather get. I'd rather get somebody that's better than Traquan that's going to replace.
You know what, Kevin? I think I agree with you because Shaheed, he needs more snaps at receiver. And I'm willing to roll the dice that Traquan is just inactive for long stretches. I agree with Kevin. Get me, and it pains me because the more Shaheed succeeds, the more Andrew gets to gloat and remind us that he has built a dynasty in the UDFA draft.
Okay, but
also Traquan.
Don't you want somebody who's
Traquan
is like from the team?
Traquan is the sad version of Andrews Pete at receiver. And we never call him out for it, but that's what he is.
But if you don't like Traquan Smith, don't you want somebody who's going to come in and just totally kick him off the team and replace him?
Yes, that's my answer. That's what I'm saying.
No, I know, but Ralph is saying. Ralph just said he's not crazy about Traquan. So then, why wouldn't he want to pick somebody who's? Well, we're not saying Shaheed's going to replace Traquan.
Well, no, but if you get a returner, if you get a receiver that's a returner, Budrich is saying that he'll do the returns, and then the Saints, that'll free them up to give Shaheed more snaps at receiver. I prefer that, and I'll roll the dice that Traquan won't play. That's what I want. Well, but I will say, it's a tough question because I want Traquan Smith off my freaking TV set.
Okay, but my point is he doesn't say giving Shaheed more snaps doesn't guarantee that Traquan is off the team. That's
maybe it's hold on. I guess I need a qualifying question. How many times this season will opposing teams forget that Traquan Smith exists?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's kind of pertinent.
If it's more than 10, we might want to keep Traquan because
Traquan Smith is
8 or 9 touchdowns.
He's
10 sacks.
Traquan Smith is a forgot that I existed Hall of Famer, truly. All right,
yeah. Mother effers want to forget like they forgot about Trey.
What else? What's next?
What else? What's next?
Final question from Saints Rabbit. How would you like to see Goodell embarrass himself at the draft?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Wait, how would you like to see? Oh, in what manner? The question is
falling down.
This isn't a yes or no question.
Falling down would be amazing.
Because my answer is
that's
yes.
Realistic.
But how? I don't know.
Somebody refuses to dap him up. Kevin? Like, what's realistic for him?
I'm starting to feel like Goodell is like immune to, like, he can't be embarrassed. Like, it's just not possible.
Well, you can't. He makes like $70 million a year. You can't.
You've got trips on the top step going up to the stage and just trips there. You've got a player daps him up, shakes his hand, but then gives him a bear hug and picks him up, and somehow he pulls 2 of his back muscles in the process.
Ooh, I like that.
Like Goodell gets some muscle pulled by getting picked up.
He gets like a back spasm, and you just see him kind of jolt.
And then he has to take a muscle relaxer, and he starts coming out and slurring words.
Well, hold on. Just a qualifier. If he falls down the stairs, if that's what we're going to see, it has to be accompanied by a really high-pitched shriek. So that has to be part of that experience, I think.
And a couple of 4-letter bombs, and he like blames somebody else, like blames an intern, blames like the NFL page off stage. Like he doesn't.
He slips on his way down, tumbles down the stairs, and takes a 2024 third round pick, or takes the 2024 fourth round pick away from the Saints as a result.
What about if he drops one of the draft cards and he like bends over to pick it up, and so you like get a shot of his crack as he's trying to pick it up, and you get a little shot of his underwear, and then like what would he be wearing as underwear that would be ideal in the scenario?
Or he has like a tattoo of the Little Mermaid on one of his cheeks.
Further proving that Ariel is the most superior princess of the Disney princesses, or the most inferior, I should say. The most, yeah, right. If Goodell has a tattoo, then she's clearly the worst.
Done.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What about like Will Smith and Chris Rock scenario, where Sean Payton just runs up on the stage and slaps him in the face?
Get your name out my mouth. I like that. I like that. And by the way, Andrew, in that scenario,
Dan Snyder walks up to Goodell and slaps him.
Goodell takes away the Saints 2024 second round pick.
Yeah, and we're like, wait, he's the coach for the Broncos. And he's
no, I know Sean Payton. He's the coach of the Saints.
He's the coach of the Broncos, and I'm taking away the Broncos pick from the Saints. So you're done.
Yeah.
Right there. Just book it. So, guys, thanks for the questions. Continue to submit the questions. We will do mailbags, especially now that once the draft passes and we have the dead period between the draft and like training camp. We need all the content we can get. So keep those questions coming. We'll get to the ones that we don't get to on the show. We'll get to them in a mailbag. So Thomas, before we get out of here, we got a lot of stuff to wrap up.
Yes, sir.
With the MVP. So give me the MVP results. Give us the final MVP tally. Let's start with tonight. Who won tonight?
Tiger Saint won tonight with 3,000 bits.
Thank you. So he gets in the drawing. He gets his name in right under the deadline. Thanks, Tiger Saint. We appreciate it.
Where's your dad, Andrew?
Yeah.
I thought he was coming tonight. I don't know what happened.
Well, come on, Mr. Juge. We love you. But, I need Andrew's inheritance.
Different schedule mix him up, probably.
Should we do that on this? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's true.
Just so, Thomas, give us the recap from the MVP contest for the draft season. Let's do the recap. So we got the 2023 draft MVP. Thomas, I'm going to butcher this. You go with the names.
Okay, so King Dizzy won week 1 with 10k bits. Then King Dizzy won again. Budrich in week 3. Budrich week 4. Hatchet John in week 5. Cook Duck week 6, week 7. Andrew's dad for the first time. Then Tiger Saint in week 8, week 9. Octoberisk. King Dizzy again in week 10, week 11. It's Budrich, and week 12 Hatchet Jan. And of course tonight Tiger Saint again. And the highest amount of bits for the MVP was Surprisingly, week 1, King Dizzy, 10K bits.
Thank you, King Dizzy. So let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do this round. Oh, you got it. Who won? That's how many times people won throughout the contest.
Yeah, the highest amount of times was King Dizzy 3 times MVP and Budrich 3 times, Hatchet John 2 times.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it, Thomas. Let's get these raffles done. Let's raffle off some mugs.
Let's raffle off some mugs first. So two
Is that
mugs to
happening
win.
tonight?
It's happening
Yes, sir.
right now, Dave.
Oh, wow.
We got the wheel.
I should read the rundown.
Everyone who
should.
donated anything during the draft season gets a chance to win 1 mug. So this is for the first mug.
And the winner is...
Woo! Damn, that was close.
Illinois.
Illinois.
I don't know.
With the first one and second one.
Who's it going to be?
We need like a sound for this.
Yeah, we do.
Dirty old Nick. Dirty old Nick. Congrats, guys.
You get a Saints season survival mug. DM me, get me your address. You'll get those shipped out.
It sounds like you may be shipping this to Ireland. Are we capable of shipping?
Hey, we ship. Hey, Dave, it's a reminder.
Okay.
We ship worldwide to people. We'll take care of that and get you to wherever you are in the world. We'll get you the mug. I've shipped to New Zealand, Dave. We get it there.
I should share. So we have been given a donation for an annual subscription to become a patron. So
yes,
I don't want to just give it out to anyone. And last of all, I don't want to go on Twitter and offer this. So find me, I guess, DM me on Discord. If you know someone, if your friend, this goes out to patrons specifically.
Yeah.
If you know someone who'd be a good fit to be a patron for us, we're giving away a free subscription for a year. If you know a good fit, DM me and we'll hook them up.
Yeah, Andrew's been able to do what I can, and that's give up Twitter. I can't leave that cesspool.
I can't quit you.
I can't. It's a cesspool.
I'm just going in Discord now, man. That's it.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I'm still like 60% Discord, 40% Twitter.
Wait, Andrew, you're quitting. You're like giving
He's
up.
not
Twitter.
quit Twitter, but he's on it less.
Yeah.
October Risk has a funny comment. Is a dirty old Mick? Is that Irish Kevin's dad?
So now, Thomas, we need to do the big winner. This is the person who gets to do their own mock draft with us.
Oh, who's it going to be? Is that next week,
Thomas? We'll record it either one night this week or one night next week. But we'll get with them and they'll get to do it. So
okay, let's spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
The wheel of death.
The wheel of shame.
Oh, is it Butterich? No, it's Hatchet John.
Hatchet John, yeah.
Nice.
Hatchet John, DM me. We will set it up to where it's a time that's convenient for you and us, and we will give you the chance to do your own mock draft on the show, your own daily podcast. It will be amazing.
I mean, if you want to, I've already pretty much submitted like the ultimate mock draft to end all mock drafts. It's pretty embarrassing to do a mock draft after the one.
Can you please finish whatever's in your mouth?
Yes, Scott.
If
Dave's draft comes to
Tomas,
pass, it will be
timestamp.
insufferable.
Peanut butter filled pretzel from Trader Joe's.
Insufferable. So,
Nice and salty, huh, Dave?
Nice salty peanutty balls of.
Thomas, to give us a recap of everybody who donated during the show.
We only had one person donating
That's right.
thanks, Dave, which was Tiger Saint, the MVP.
Thought I was muted. Sorry.
Jesus. Nice timing.
Classy. So, thanks to everybody for listening. Oh, and supporting Saints Happy Hour. Please go to saintshappyhour.com, become a patron, support the show. We cannot do this without you guys' support. And I want to remind people, if you listen to the end, if you listen to all the way to the end, I want to remind people, if you're not a patron, our boy Andrew Stevens He's been working hard. The free version, the next 4 months, is going to be jam-packed with commercials. So if you hate the commercials, I got news for you.
Really?
You really want to become a patron because you're going to hate. You're going to hate listening to all the commercials, but we don't care. Become a patron. You get commercial-free version. You never have to worry about the commercials. So do it. Go to saintshappyhour.com. Become a patron. Do it. $10, you get everything. So thanks to Dave for showing up when he showed up late. Like, he just comes rambling in at his leisure on the night that it's his freaking show. He's got the whole rundown of the damn thing.
Hold on, wait. I told you I was gonna be late, and I was showing up between 7:45 and 8 p.m. and I showed up exactly within that window.
Whatever. Thanks to Andrew, to Kevin, to Thomas running the show back in Poland, the best producer in the world, doing a great job. He had the wheel, he had the graphics, he had the fake Ian Rappaport tweet. Just top shelf work by you, Thomas.
Good job.
It wasn't fake. It was real, man.
Get used to it. Lube up.
Oh my God. So remember, kids, if you're going to support a Saints podcast, you ought to support the Saints podcast that wins awards. And until next week, the bar is closed.